What's up, guys? This is ASMR Boosters, and today I have 3 packs of Theros. Since I can't get any Oath of the Gatewatch right now because the local card shop is sold right out, and Walmart doesn't have any yet here. So I thought I would get some of this instead, and the new set of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So let's see what we can crack. We have a Peripherals pack. I think that's called the Arena Champion. I can't remember. He was a crappy rare. And Elspeth. So I'll open in this order because from, worst to best, I guess. Elspeth is pretty good. So I hope you guys are all doing alright. I still not feeling too well. I don't know. I just had an ultrasound on my stomach, and some other stuff is being done, but one day at a time. So my first comment is Nimbus Naiad. Bestow for 5. Flying. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has flying. So it's an enchantment creature. Battle-wise Valor. Target creature gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. Scry 1. It's never good to walk into an ambush, but with the right spell, you might walk out again. Nissa's Asp. Reach. And for 7, it has Monstrosity 4. It's not the 2 heads you should fear, it's the 4 fangs. Viper's Kiss. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -1/-1, and its activated abilities can't be activated. I could heal a snake bite. Looks like you got bitten by a constellation. Scholar of Athreos. For 3, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain life equal to the life lost this way. She asks pointed questions of the dead who wait for Athreos, learning of life from those who are about to leave it. Kinda twisted. Disciple of Phoenix. When it enters the battlefield, target player reveals a number of cards from his or her hand equal to your devotion to black. You choose one of them. That player discards that card. Voyaging Satyr. Tap this to untap target land. None can own the land's bounty. The gods made this world for all to share its riches. And I'm not just saying that because you caught me stealing your fruit. That's funny. Spear Point. Oriad. I don't know. Bestow for 6. First strike. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike. Unknown Shores. Tap to add a colorless, or pay 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any color. Philosophers speak of a place where myths wash like tides upon the shores of the real. Aqueous Form. Enchanted creature. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't block. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, scry 1. First uncommon. Sea God's Revenge is a sorcery. Return up to 3 target creatures your opponent control to their owner's hands. Scry 1. What has neither mouth nor throat yet swallows captain, crew, and boat by Sphinx's riddle. Tormented hero. Tormented hero enters the battlefield tapped, because it's a 2/1 for 1. And it has heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain the total. Nylia's Emissary. Enchantment creature. Bestow for 6. Trample. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has trample. And a rare Fire Drinker Satyr. Whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that damage to you. And for 2, Fire Drinker Satyr gets +1/+0 until the end of turn and deals 1 damage to you. Attending a satyr revel requires a high tolerance for pain. A swamp. And a soldier token. So, pretty uninteresting first pack. I've been having really bad luck with packs lately, but Peripherals. Hopefully we can get Peripherals. I actually really like him. He was the first mythic I ever pulled from Theros. One thing I like about Magic, it's the only card game that I've seen, like besides Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh, that actually puts the rare at the back. Pokemon, you have to do some weird card trick. Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like always in the middle. Omen Speaker. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Her prophecies amaze her, even as she speaks them. March of the Returned. Return up to 2 creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. The returned have no memory of the underworld or of their former lives. The golden masks they wear are the last gifts of the selves they left behind. Borderland Minotaur. It's just a 4/3 for 4. You have led us to triumph over the forces of Mogus, said Bragus the Brave, clapping the champion on the back. The champion wiped the sweat and blood from her brow. I count 8 graves, she said. Too many to call this a victory. The Theriad. Strange. Shredding Winds. Deals 7 damage to target creature with flying. Enemies of the wood. Your presence is here. Your presence here is a slap in Nylia's face. Do not be surprised if she slaps back. Commune with the Gods. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature or enchantment card from among them into your hand. Put the rest into your graveyard. For the first time in many years, Elspeth asked for help. Hopeful Eidolon. Bestow for 4. Lifelink. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink. Spark Jolt. Deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and you scry 1. Acolytes of Peripherals hammer the world until they see the sparks of change. Little tickle in my throat today. Returned Phalanx. Defender. For a white, colorless, and a blue. It can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender. They lived in different nations and fought in different eras, but as the returned, they link arms as one. It's kind of cool. Coastline Chimera. Flying, and for a colorless and a white. because seeing one any closer foretells dismemberment. Varika's Cure deals 2 damage to target creature and you gain 2 life. The venom cleanses the sickness from your body, but it will not be pleasant and you may not survive. Varika's blessings are fickle. Our first uncommon, Battle-Wise Hoplite. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a 1/1 counter on it, then scry 1. Vanquish the Foul. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater, and then scry 1. For those of you who don't know what scry is, you look at the top card of your library, and then you can choose to put it on the bottom or the top. Favored Hoplite. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a 1/1 counter on it and prevent all damage that would be dealt to it this turn. And a rare. Oh, Xenagos. I've never actually pulled Xenagos before. That's awesome, actually. Just because he's like one of those cards I've always wanted to pull. So, he's got 3 loyalty changers. +1, 0, and -6. His +1 is add X mana in any combination of red or green to your mana pool, where X is the number of creatures you control. 0. Put a 2/2 red and green satyr creature token with haste onto the battlefield. And his ultimate is -6. Exile the top 7 cards of your library. You may put any number of creatures and or land cards from among them onto the battlefield. So, pretty awesome. I'm excited about that. A forest and a tip card. So, one good card so far. Let's see if we can pull Elspeth now. Or Peripherals. Or, the blue-black. I can't remember her name. Ashiok. I think she's in this one. I've never pulled her either. Or Thoughtseize would be good. Lash of the Whip. Target creature gets -4/-4 until the end of turn. No matter who their fickle hearts worship, all mortals belong to one god in the end. Minotaur Skullcleaver. Haste. When it enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. Their only dreams are of full stomachs. Chosen by Heliod. Enchant creature. When this enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2. Training and studies aid a soldier in meager amounts. The gods do the rest. Mnemonic Wall. Defender. When Mnemonic Wall enters the battlefield, you may return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. It augments anamnesis. What is so confusing about that? Whatever that word is really confusing. Staunch-hearted warrior. Has heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put 2 1/1 counters on it. As soon as she faces a monster, she begins composing its epitaph. She's gonna kill it. Scholar of Athreos again. Cute card right here. Vulpine Goliath or Vulpine Goliath. It's a 6/5 for 6 with trample. With a diet of hydras, giants, and massive serpents, anything would get that big. It's Clifford the Big Red Dog. Annul. For 1. Counter target, artifact, or enchantment spell. Why pray to the gods who feed on your worship? Dissolve your illusions and see the true nature of things. By Xenagos himself. Titan's Strength. Target creature gets +3/+1 until the end of ox. It's no pillar field ox, but it was in fields of grain, not fields of battle, that the champion learned to bear the yoke of duty to the gods. She worked the land long before she was called on to defend it. Love how every warrior in this set is a girl. Like they say she. It's quite interesting. First uncommon, Peak Eruption. Destroy target mountain. Peak Eruption deals 3 damage to that land's controller. And there's the fridge again. Early olive buds, a good omen. Flock of crows, not so good. Mountain exploding, bad. Very, very bad. Glare of Heresy. Exile target white permanent. No foe is more hated than the former friend. It's true. Witch's Eye. Equipped creature has, for 1, tap it, scry 1. Equipped for one colorless. The price of prophecy is a vacant eye socket and a rare. Fabled Hero, that's not too bad. Double strike, heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a 1/1 counter on it. You, poet, be sure to write this down. Mountain and soldier token. No foils, but at least we got 2 okay cards. So we got a Planeswalker, which is mythic, which is awesome, and Fabled Hero, which is it's alright. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments how you're all doing. I love reading what you guys have to say, and I hope you guys liked my wig the last video. I think some people were a little confused, but it's just for fun. So, as always guys, thanks for watching, and happy tingles. Bye.